Hi, I'm John Siegel, a partner at Fox Williams and head of the FinTech and Alternative Finance team. Much of my work at Fox Williams is with startup and scale-up lending platforms, and I'm going to highlight the key legal and regulatory considerations for setting up a lending platform in the UK. It's critical to determine early whether your business needs authorisation from the FCA. If you carry out your business without the proper authorisation, you'll almost certainly be breaking the law. Many financial products, and especially consumer lending products, are regulated in the UK. The most likely areas of regulation that a lending platform will need to be aware of are consumer credit, payments, and anti-money laundering. As a minimum, all lending platforms in the UK will be subject to AML regulation, and so registration with the FCA, which is a lighter regime than full permission, should be a priority. We have more videos exploring FCA regulation in more detail, so do watch those for more information. This may or may not need to follow a specific format, according to UK financial services regulation, or need to contain certain terms and conditions to make sure that they are compliant. As a minimum, most, if not all, consumer-facing terms will be subject to the Consumer Rights Act, which deals with, amongst other things, unfair terms. You will need to raise a mixture of debt and equity in order to run a lending platform. Debt can be sourced from high net worth individuals, family offices, debt funds, and specialist teams at banks. Most, if not all, funders will require you to have skin in the game in the form of at least 5% contribution to the funding of each loan, with such monies being first at risk if a borrower defaults on their loans. Funding structures can be extremely complicated, and even small facilities employ legal techniques and documentation used for multi-billion-pound securitisations. Considerations as to tax, especially enterprise investment scheme and seed enterprise investment scheme relief, and operational resilience are important here. We often see group structures where there is a holding company which simply holds the equity, with its subsidiaries consisting of an operational company, which is often a regulated entity, and special purpose vehicles to warehouse loans. Getting this right early on can save a lot of money in restructuring deficient group structures down the line. Make sure you know what personal data you hold, exactly what you're using it for, which third parties have access to it, and what they're using it for. Compliant data management can be a key driver for growth, especially for a consumer finance platform. Our data protection video has more on this key issue. Look after your intellectual property. Don't forget to do your research on brand names and to register your trademarks. Many a fintech has had to rebrand after launch, whether because of their name or logo, so don't underestimate the importance of IP.